But India imports nearly 100% of its semiconductors, making it vulnerable to supply chain disruptions. So what is India doing to change this? The Indian government has launched a R76,000 crore production-linked incentive (PLI) scheme to boost chip manufacturing. Major investments: Vedanta Foxconn, 19.5 billion fab in Gujarat, delayed but still in the works. Tata Group, investing heavily in chip plants, aiming to become a key player. Micron, $2.75 billion chip assembly and testing unit in Gujarat. Government support, tax breaks, faster clearances, and incentives for semiconductor fabs. Semiconductors are the backbone of modern technology, from smartphones and laptops to electric vehicles and defense systems. For years, India has lagged behind China and Taiwan in chip manufacturing. But now, with billion-dollar investments and government-backed policies, can India finally become a global semiconductor powerhouse? In this video, we'll break down India's semiconductor roadmap, the challenges ahead, and whether we can truly compete with China and Taiwan. Chapter 1. Why Semiconductors Matter. First, why are semiconductors so important? These tiny chips power almost everything, from smartphones to satellites. The global semiconductor industry is worth over $600 billion and growing fast. Countries like China, Taiwan, South Korea, and the US dominate the market. Chapter 4. Can India compete? So can India realistically compete with China and Taiwan? Strengths: large talent pool of engineers and IT experts. Government incentives and international partnerships. Growing domestic demand for chips. Challenges: no existing large-scale semiconductor fabs. Heavy reliance on imported chip-making machinery. Technological gap in high-end chips, 5 nm and below. Chapter 5. The road ahead. Despite the challenges, India's semiconductor journey is just beginning. And here's what could drive future success. International partnerships. Tie-ups with Taiwan, Japan, and US chip giants. Government policies. Stronger policies. Easier land acquisition. And skilled workforce development. Innovation hubs. Expanding chip design hubs in Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Noida. Conclusion and call to action. What do you think? Will India succeed in its semiconductor mission, or is it just wishful thinking? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more tech insights, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. India's Semiconductor Boom and long-form video series. To build a comprehensive, engaging series around India's semiconductor journey, you can break it into multiple long-form videos, each focusing on a different aspect of the industry. This will keep your audience engaged and position your channel as a go-to source for in-depth semiconductor insights. 1. The semiconductor supply chain. Can India become self-reliant? Content-focused breakdown of the global semiconductor supply chain. India's current dependence on China, Taiwan, and South Korea. The challenges of building a self-reliant ecosystem. Al-Baisi. Packaging and testing. Opportunities for India in assembly and testing units. Why it's relevant. With India's push for self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat, covering the semiconductor supply chain shows how far we are from self-sufficiency. 2. India's chip talent war. Can we build a skilled workforce? Content focus. The shortage of semiconductor engineers in India. Government and private sector initiatives for skill development. Collaboration with universities for VLSI, embedded systems, and chip design courses. Global competition. How India's talent pool compares to China and Taiwan. Why it's relevant. Semiconductor manufacturing needs highly skilled engineers. An area where India is still building capacity. 4. India's chip startups. Rising players in semiconductor innovation. Content focus. Highlighting Indian semiconductor startups making waves. Their innovations in chip design, AI accelerators, and fabless technologies. Funding challenges and government support. Key segments: Sankhya Labs, developing 5G chipsets in India. Steradian Semiconductors. Radar chips for autonomous vehicles. Signal Chip, India's first fabless semiconductor startup. Why it's relevant. Featuring homegrown startups, shows how India is fostering its own semiconductor ecosystem. 5. India's semiconductor exports. Can we become a global supplier? Content focus. India's potential as a major semiconductor exporter. Key trade partners: US, Europe, and Southeast Asia. Key segments: export potential, how India could supply chips to emerging markets. Challenges: quality standards, production capacity, and competition. Government policies, export incentives, and trade partnerships. Why it's relevant. Exporting chips will be a major factor in making India a true semiconductor power. Future of semiconductor tech. What's next for India? Content focus, the future of semiconductor technology, 3nm, 2cm and beyond. Quantum chips and India's potential role. Emerging trends like RISC-V architecture and custom SoCs. Key segments, next-gen chips, India's potential in advanced nodes, 5nm and below. Quantum computing, ISRO, and IITM collaborations on quantum technologies.